Hey guys, welcome to Dazzling Handmade. Today we are making a summer unicorn card, and I'm gonna start with this cloudy blue pastel color that I embossing folder. I don't use them as much as I should. That needs to change. I love the way it looks. It kind of gives me like a cloudy feeling, but not too crazy overwhelmed, so I thought it was perfect. I actually like both sides, but I decided to go with the one that kind of pops out. And I'm just going to place this on the middle of my card. I think these give such a nice accents, and if you feel like your background is lacking of something but you don't want to put anything on there, then embossing folders are perfect. I pre-colored these little rainbow cloud and unicorn, and I also cut out with the cutting die some clouds, but it had a little bit of a metal stuck in it, so I'll fix that later. You'll see that little hole. I'm gonna use my go-to double-sided foam tape. I am obsessed with these. I actually got this at Dollar Tree in California. I'm pretty sure that not every Dollar Tree has the same things, but if yours has this, it's so worth it. There's 4 big rolls, and it's worth it. So worth it. So I'm just going to put a couple over here and then take it off and stick it right down there. And these stick very well, but if you just put them down a few minutes ago, you can still remove it and relocate it if you don't like, so it will not do any damage. Very good. This one is going to go on top of the rainbow nicely, and then we'll put a sentiment on the bottom. So just making it look like it's actually running up, not just standing there. Very nice. And here's the cloud, and that's the little hole I told you about. We'll fix that at the end. And I think it's a really good little tip in case you have that problem that sometime. So I'm going to put a cloud up here, and then a smaller cloud right underneath. And then we're gonna put a sentiment in. I used a lighter blue color with a die that I'm gonna show you in a second, but I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit, and I use these dies that are called the lines, so it only cuts on the top, and the rest it will go on with it. So you see those little bumps on the top, like half circles, that's the knife part. That's where it's gonna be right here. This is where it's gonna cut, and then everything else below is gonna be one page. So it's really good to add on the edges of your card. Measure these and then cut it like this, so make sure it's straight and nice. Very nice. And then just glue this on top. I want to glue this down so it's flat. That way I have some that's pop out, but one that's flat, so it's a little bit of this and that. And I took off the little cloud, which I'm gonna put right back on the top over here, so it's underneath it. Looks very nice. And I also have one more little cloud, but first I found a tag that's just perfect for this Hello Summer sentiment. It's not a set, but it fits perfectly. I just got so lucky with this one. Okay, so we're gonna heat emboss this. First, dust it off like that, and then the Versamark. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm gonna do 2 layers to make sure it holds. I do need to add some more glue to my Versamark soon. You see that's 1, and I'm gonna do that again. And then here we can kind of see it. Over coffee filter, I'm using blue tinsel. I always tap it on the top, so to make sure that if anything that's stuck on the cap, it falls off and not out somewhere. And using this little tool, I'm holding it where there is no glue, and then pouring it over. The coffee filter has worked the best for me because it doesn't hold anything to it, so it's not static, it doesn't get stuck to it. So I literally waste not a single drop of the glitter. And this is half glitter, half color embossing powder. And you know, it's not my favorite, I've realized after this. Any excess, remove with a brush. And then look at that. It will all pour back perfectly. Here's my Hello Summer, and warming up my heated gun. Because it's glitter, I'm doing it from the back first, otherwise it will blow away all the glitter. So this way it kind of starts to melt and the glitter sticks to it, but still you'll see that a lot of the glitter is just gone. And I heated up that gun, so it is hot. But still, it's not as dark as I would prefer it. Again, with the double-sided foam, make it pop a little extra, you know. Always very nice. And I'm just pushing down on the non-glitter areas to make sure everything sticks together. And it's gonna go right in the middle. And even when I touch it, I picked up some of the glitter. So I do not think I'm gonna buy glitter heat embossing powder anymore. And the last little cloud right there. And it's perfect, done. We got a very nice background. To cover the little hole, I'm painting over it with acrylic, white acrylic. So it will dry and just make it flat, like it's not even there. It's a little visible when it's still wet, but then it will be just fine, like that, once it dries. So that was it for a quick summer unicorn card. I hope you liked it. I think it is super, super cute. And I'm thinking about doing more, starting to do Christmas cards soon to send to the military. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the comments.